Let's move it on. We got the Carolina Panthers plus 3.5 versus the Atlanta Falcons. We'll get to that in a bit. But Carolina, finally, Bridgewater gets a couple touchdowns, although I think they were like to a tight end and a running back, so who cares? Bridgewater, he did score well, though. I do have a nice projection on him, especially playing against Atlanta, who's given basically up a ton of points. Reminder to everybody, we record these on Monday morning, so we do not know the storylines for Atlanta versus Green Bay yet. They haven't happened. Don't hit us too hard on that. We have to record sometime, right? But Teddy Bridgewater, I think, does quite well this week. I like MIke Davis, too. I like him every week, everybody. I mean, look, he's not Christian McCaffrey, but who is? He gets in the end zone like every week. Start him. DJ Moore, he's like where I was last week with Odell Beckham. I probably play him if he's on my roster unless I have somebody really popping, but I don't have a great projection on him. Robby Anderson at this point looks like the safer play. It's just, he has familiarity at Temple with the head coach there and Rule. Robby Anderson is to me a play this week more so than DJ Moore. It's crazy, but that's just what the stats are telling me. Matt Ryan this week, I have him graded projection wise as a sit, but I start him anyway. Julio, we'll see. I mean, we'll know a little bit more after tonight. Is he banged up? Hopefully he can go. Calvin Ridley, I actually have as it's graded as a sit, but I'm starting Calvin Ridley in every scenario. Russell Gage, though, I probably take a step back. Hayden Hurst, I think you can start. Todd Gurley is graded as a start in this game against Carolina, but proceed with caution. Take it away, David.
Yeah, I don't know how we call Robby Anderson anything but Carolina's wide receiver 1 right now.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could say anything other than that because through 4 games, it's about equal on targets. He's out-targeting DJ Moore 34-32. But what he's doing with them is just producing more. He's got 28 receptions to Moore's 18, 377 yards to Moore's 288, and 1 touchdown where Moore hasn't even entered the end zone yet. And I think that was a problem with DJ Moore his first 2 years. He's never been a touchdown guy. He's been kind of a heavy reception yardage guy. And now that Robby Anderson is eating into that, man, it is concerning. It's very concerning. And I am very happy as a DJ Moore owner that they faced the Atlanta Falcons this week. You talk about Teddy Bridgewater finally start to show some life last week. The Falcons right now, number 2 most points allowed to quarterbacks in fantasy behind Seattle Seahawks. So they're getting lit up by the pass. I think this is going to be a bounce-back week for DJ Moore. We're going to see him go over 100 yards. And maybe put out some offers for him in a redraft format. Try and sell high after this week just because there are concerns season long with Robby Anderson there. McCaffrey is probably coming back at some point. So I think if you can flip DJ Moore after this week and try and maybe package him with someone and get like a top 5 wide receiver for him, you do it.
Yeah, and actually MIke Davis, because of the Christian McCaffrey thing, now if you're going to sell on him, now would probably be the time because he's got about 2 weeks left, so you could probably get a decent price tag. Just look at your depth and how bye weeks and everything play out. I don't know when Carolina's is off the top of my head. Did you have any? Sorry, maybe I was thinking about other things. Did you have anything on the Atlanta side?
Not too much, just because we haven't seen them play.
Yeah.
Tonight. But I think Atlanta, it's pretty clear across the board what you do. Calvin Ridley is a must start. Mm-hmm. Julio Jones is a must start if he's active. Hayden Hurst, I'm not sure you have better options. Will be interesting to see what he does tonight against Green Bay. He got in the end zone last week, but only 1 reception.
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see him get a little more involved. Again, we're going to get a kind of a Russell Gage check tonight. I believe he's going to be active. And you're avoiding Todd Gurley. You're avoiding Todd Gurley until otherwise known. Let's see what Brian Hill does tonight. I want to see if he can turn this into a committee.
Yeah, after we talked last week, again, I caught up on the game, watched that Atlanta game. I agree. I mean, Brian Hill looks like the better running back at this point. I mean, he jumps out on film, and when you see that, especially at the running back position, it's only a matter of time before they work their way in. I saw it a couple years ago with Chase Edmonds in Arizona. Again, like you can see these guys. That's why I was so pissed that I didn't get a chance to see James Robinson in preseason. You were on him earlier than I was. If I saw James Robinson, I'd have been like, and I tell all the people as we talked about last week, keep him. He's a decade-long starter. He's really good. It's not a fluke, everybody. It's just, you can see it in running back. It's pretty obvious. So Brian Hill, I think, definitely starts to chew into Gurley's stuff. So I agree with you there. Hayden Hurst, Was it one target, one catch last week? We'll see what happens on Monday night.
It's a touchdown, though. It's a touchdown.
Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. But I mentioned at the top here, Carolina, Bovada has at plus 3.5 versus Atlanta. Who do you have in this game?
Plus 3.5. I coin flip. Give me the coin flip. I'm not good enough. Actually, I guess I am good enough to make a pick. I'm leading, so I might as well make the pick, all right?
Make the pick.
I'm going to pick. I don't know who to pick. Atlanta.
Atlanta, pending injury on Monday Night Football, which we have not seen. Meaning we haven't seen it, not because we didn't watch it, because it hasn't been played yet. People that picked us up, it's the YouTube thing. People that picked us up kind of like on Saturday think that we posted it on Saturday morning. And they're like, yeah, you haven't even watched like Monday Night Football yet. It's like, of course we haven't watched it. You haven't seen it. So anyway, if you're one of those people, that's why we haven't watched it yet. It's because it hasn't been played yet. I'm going to take Carolina. Rockobot likes Carolina as well. I liked what the defense did, taking a step forward. Atlanta gives up points to everybody. I just feel like Atlanta's going to win the game. I think they break through, but I think it's too close of a game. That extra half point over a field goal, I take Carolina. I don't feel great about it at all.